In this video, you will learn how to move the InfraWorks model. Now it is loaded into the cache file. We can zoom out, so go to more options and search for GIS. And the loaded objects are here. Select Landscape InfraWorks. Make sure not to move the 8.1 cache file because it's generated in Revit and the coordinates are already defined there. So click Move, and then you can make use of the Move tool or the Rotate tool. First, let's enable Adjust Pivot. Then put it in the middle. You can drag it. Then before you move the model again, disable Adjust Pivot. Drag the arrow down to show the cache file. Click Rotate, then focus on the Y-axis. We can make use of the Move tool again, and our goal is to make it fit inside the rectangular box. Once you're done, you can click Finish. In this video, you will learn how to add and animate construction workers. We will add construction workers to the second floor to show the concrete pouring. First is to go More Options and search for 4D Simulation. Then click the task Second Floor. Now you can go to More Options and search for Content Library. Then search for Mail Mop LS. Left mouse click. Then left mouse click on the second floor. Then press Escape when you're done. In Content Library, if you see that the thumbnail is gray, it means that it's not yet loaded, so click on the thumbnail to load it. We can also animate the construction workers and make them walk around the building, so go to More Options and search for Paths. Then select Pedestrians, then click Create Path. Left mouse click on the starting point until the end, then press Escape. Then let's now add the construction workers on the path. Go to More Options and search for Content Library. Then type Mail Hammer Safety Belts LS, then left mouse click. Then put it on the path until it turns yellow, then left mouse click. You can put more, then press Escape when you're done. Next, let's add the construction workers to the temporary tasks since they're only there for a certain period of time. So go to 4D Simulation, then click Create a new temporary task. Then let's change the date to June 26, 2020 at 4 p.m. and the finish date is June 26 at 5 p.m. Then click OK. Then to select all the construction workers, we can make an object filter. So click Object Filters, then click New. Then we can rename this as Workers. Double click, then type Workers, then press Enter. To know more information about the construction workers, you can click on them. And under Element Properties, the info is here. For example, Family, Mail Mop LS. Then under Filter Rules, click New. Then go to Parameter, Filter by Family. Then the value is Mail Mop LS. Click Apply, then click Highlight. Now all the construction workers are selected. Then click Add. The add here means that if we apply more construction workers, it will add to that object filter. But add selection here means that only the construction workers selected at that time will be added. In this video, you will learn how to add normal pedestrians walking on the street. First step is to go More Options and search for Paths. Then select Pedestrians, then click Create Path. Then left mouse click on the starting point of the path. Left mouse click to create more until you reach the end. Then press Escape when you're done. So next you can click on the yellow pin. And under Auto Population and Randomness, you can select what kind of pedestrians to put. For example, I can select Casual Informal. Then 44 items are selected. Then click Populate. So before you select, make sure it's loaded in the Content Library. So next I can also increase the speed randomness, as well as the position randomness. And for example, the approximate number to spawn, I can change it to 4. Then click Enter. Then click Repopulate. In this video, you will learn how to add vehicles in the path. First step is to go More Options and search for Paths. Then select Vehicles, then click Create Path. Left mouse click on the starting point of the path. Then you can put one in the middle until the end, then press Escape when you're done. Next, click on the red pin, then under Lane Control, change the multi-lane right to 1, then press Enter. Then enable Custom Lane Width, then change it to 3 meters. Press Enter. Then there will be 2 lanes. Next, I want to move the second lane more to the right, so I can click on the red pin, then click Move Path. Then I can move it, left mouse click to release. And since this is a two-way street, click on the other red pin, then click Reverse Path. So this is the result, it's in 2 different directions. Next, we can add the vehicles automatically, so click the red pin, and under Auto Population and Randomness, I want to select the cars under non-construction, so 10 items are selected, then I can click Populate. Then I can increase the speed randomness, as well as the position randomness. For approximate number to spawn, I can change it to 6, then click Enter. You can also add more cars, for example, I want to add utilities as well, so now 17 items are selected, and then click Repopulate. Let's lessen the number of cars first, click Repopulate again, and the next is the Precise Collision. So uncheck Precise Collisions to improve the performance of the project, and enable the Precise Collisions to prevent the cars from crashing, but it will make the operation run slow. Next, click on the red pin again, then we can add a child node, extend it here, then left mouse click, then press Escape, then click the red pin again to add to the right side. Then press Escape when you're done. Next is about Precise Collisions. Go to More Options and search for Content Library, then search Plastic Barrier 1, left mouse click, then put it on the road, press Escape when you're done. Then go back to Paths. When we enable this, the car will stop when it hits the barrier. When we disable it, the car will go through. In this video, you will learn how to make the concrete material flow. So go back to Lesson 8 folder, then go to 8.3 Fuser Material, and then 8.3C Scrollable Texture. The Pump FBX, drag and drop it to Fuser. When it is loaded, you will have 3 options. If spawn in location is checked, the object will be loaded at its default location or in the location the placement zone specified by the GIS app. If load in family placement is selected, the object will load into the family placement library. If specific coordinate is checked, the object will spawn at the location of the coordinate denoted by the XYZ text boxes. So in this situation, you will click specific coordinate, then I will click on the 3rd floor concrete, and then the XYZ coordinates will appear, and then click OK. Now the object is loaded to the 3rd floor concrete. Next, click on the cement inside the pump, and under Element Properties, click Cement Wet. Under Scrolling Texture, enable, and then change the UV orientation to 100. And the scroll speed to 0.1. Now you will see that the cement flow will go downwards. Then click OK when you're done. In this video, you will learn how to export and import materials. First step is to go More Options and search for Material Library. If you want to save all materials, click this icon, then click Save All. If you want to save selected materials, expand the presets, then click New, then click Preset_0. Under Preset Editor, for example, I want to select the first 2 materials, then click the plus icon, then click Save. Next is how to import a material. So click this icon, load the CHM material library, and for example, we have one, which is mud. This is CHM, then click open. This appears when you already have that material in the library. So we already have mud, so you can overwrite, which means it will replace the one in the library, or new only, which means it will only add the new ones. In this video, you will learn about mixed render, specifically how to make the wall transparent. The transparency render is important as it helps make the wall transparent so you can see the structures that are blocked by the wall. Then go to visibility, then expand the RT model, click the wall, then you have three choices. The first icon is the original of the wall, second icon is to make it transparent, and third one is the wireframe effect. So let's click on the second icon to make it transparent, then let's click the next keyframe, click append new node. Then we can add more keyframes. For the next keyframe, click append new node, then for the next one, I can make it original, click append new node. For the next one, I want the same keyframe, so this is what it will look like. In this video, you will learn how to make selected walls transparent. So first, left mouse click on one wall, then hold the CTRL button, then click the second wall, then go to more options. You can cancel this first, and search selection sets. Then click create. So selection set 1 are the two selected walls. Then go to more options, search for fly-through, go to visibility. You will see selection sets, expand this. So this is the selection set 1 we created, left mouse click. So there are three icons. The first one is the original one, second is to make it transparent, and third is the wireframe effect. So click on the transparent one, and right mouse click to see it. Then click on the next keyframe, you want to save it, so click append new node. For the next keyframe, I want it to be original again, so click on this, and then click the first icon, then click append new node. Then I can click append new node for the next keyframe to make it stay a bit longer, then click preview or pause cinematic to view it. In this video, you will learn about saved views and how to use them to make a video in fly-through. First step is to go more options and search for saved view. Then click this camera icon to save the view. Then let's make a second view, change the angle. Then click the camera icon. Then the third one, click the camera icon. Then go to more options and search for fly-through. Next is click the first keyframe, then the one next to it. Then click add cut node. Click the second part of the frame. Then go to save views. Then the three views are here. Click the first view. Then click retake selected node. Click the second view. Click the next keyframe. Click append new node. Then do the same for the third view. Press preview or pause cinematic to play it. In this video, you will learn how to work at night. First step is to go settings and make sure it's in realistic render mode. Then go to time/weather, then disable fixed sun position, then move the slider to nighttime. Then go to more options, then search for light controls. Here, night only means the light is on at night only, on means the light is on all the time, and off means it's off all the time. So let's choose night only, then click create light, then you want to create 3 lights on this wall. So left mouse click 3 times, then press escape. Then if you want to move the light bulb, you can left mouse click on the light bulb, then you can drag the arrow. Click finish when you're done. Next, under element properties, we can click adjust light. Under light controls, enable apply change to all family instances so that it will apply to all the 3 light bulbs. We can increase the light intensity, which controls brightness measured in lumen or lux. Let's also increase the temperature, which controls U between warm and cool. Then click OK when you're done. Next, we can make the light bulb wider. So left mouse click the scale tool, and then you can drag the blue box, and click finish. If you don't want the light bulb showing, then disable display light.
In Fuzor 2025, a site context app is introduced to generate surrounding environment for your project. In this video, we will demonstrate the step generate a site context. Site context is vital for effective site preparation and logistics planning. By utilizing this new feature, construction teams can ensure the safety of the site, minimize the environmental impact of construction activities, optimize logistics, and enhance communication with stakeholders. In this video, we will cover 6 objectives related to site context generation. To begin, we will walk through the steps to create an account to activate the site context feature. Next, generate a site context for a construction site located in London. Following that, we will explore various map settings, increase the size of the 3D map generated, and define the boundary of the construction site. Lastly, we will edit the site surroundings using the brush tool to refine and customize the site context for effective planning. The first objective is to create an account to enable site context capabilities. This guide will help you set up your account to activate site context features in Fuzor. Start by choosing site context in the more options menu to open the site context activation window. Click on open Mapbox to begin creating your account. Signing up and activating your Mapbox account. Sign in by clicking sign in. Next, generate a token by selecting create a token, entering your project name, choosing the required settings, and unchecking other options. Click create a token. Enter your password. Copy the token and paste it in Fuzor to confirm. This completes your account setup and gives you access to site context capabilities. There are 2 methods to locate the site. You can either input the site address or specify latitude, longitude coordinates. For this tutorial, we will first use the site address method. Type 30 St. Mary Axe as an example. In the box under project address, it will pop up a list of suggested address. Click on the correct one to confirm. Once the image of the map is shown, click generate to create the site context model. If this method does not work, you can locate the site using the latitude, longitude coordinates. Open Google Map. In the search box, enter your address. Right-click the place or area on the map. You can find your latitude and longitude in decimal format at the top. To copy the coordinates automatically, left-click on the latitude and longitude, and then go back to Fuzor. Paste the latitude and longitude in the box under project address. Once the image of the map is shown, click generate to create the site context model. The third objective is to explore different map settings. You can tailor the texture and height data types of the map. For textures, you can select between satellite and map. For height data, you can choose elevation or flat. We will demonstrate 4 different map settings. Let's explore the setting, map plus elevation. Here is the result. The second one is map plus flat. The third one is satellite plus flat. The last one is satellite and elevation. The fourth objective is to increase the size of the 3D map generated. The default 3D map generated is 2 kilometers times 2 kilometers. If you really want to increase the size of the map, you can utilize the arrow buttons to enlarge the site context tiles in 4 directions. We will click on the blue arrow to increase the size. Here is the result. Let us now proceed with the fifth objective, define the boundaries of the construction site. Click on the site model to bring up the element properties window. Next, click site leveling button. A grid guide will appear to assist with accurate dimensions. We are going to define a site in rectangle shape by clicking 4 points. Press escape to confirm. By following these steps, you will be able to refine the construction site and improve the appearance of the surrounding areas. Adjust the site leveling height by dragging the bar to meet your specifications. Then, click the Smooth Brush tool under the Site Operation Options tab. Next, adjust the brush radius by moving the slider, or typing in the exact value to create a smooth cover area. Fine-tune the brush strength by sliding the control, or typing in your preferred strength value. If you want to remove the model, you can click Delete button to remove it from the construction site.
In this video, you will learn how to filter tasks. So in the master program, there can be thousands of tasks. Fuser offers different methods to help you to filter and show the tasks of interest efficiently and easily. So make sure your 9.2 cache file is open. So there are 3 methods on how to filter tasks, and the first method is the look-ahead filter. For instance, if you only care about the tasks that are 10 days ahead of the current day, you can use the look-ahead filter. Go to 4D simulation, click task filters. Here, the look-ahead filter filters out objects that are not within the time frame specified by the duration field. The enable checkbox toggles the look-ahead filter, and you can change the duration, for example, to 3 days, 1 week, or 2 months. The current date radio button starts the time frame at your system time. The schedule date radio button starts the time frame at the current schedule time. The include overlap includes tasks that may start or end outside of your time frame, but still overlap with the duration. Include WBS task includes parents of tasks with their children. Export task allows you to export a PDF showing information about each of the tasks based on task filters. The task choices menu allows you to select which information to include in the report. So for example, let's enable duration, then let's change it to 10 days, then let's change it to schedule date, enable include overlap and include WBS task. So the result will be like this. You can only see the tasks that are 10 days ahead of the schedule date. The second method is activity code filter. When you set up task filters in the original schedule software such as P6, you can input it in the activity code filter. A set of activity code filters will be listed, and you can toggle the filters to show the tasks of interest. Next, for example, we want to exclude the equipment task here, then use the third method, which is the custom task filter. You can set up a task filter based on the column values that appear in the schedule, such as ID, task type, object count, name, and so on. So before we use method 3, disable the look-ahead filter, then click new, click task filter 1, enable task type, then click task type, column value equals to equipment, then exclude matching task, then match the custom column is equals to none, then enable this. So when you look at the schedule, notice that the equipment task disappeared. Next example is you only want to show the task from the subcontractor A. So click new and click task filter 2, then scroll down to look for subcontractor, enable subcontractor, then click subcontractor, then type the subcontractor A, then include matching task, match the custom column equals to none. Then select task filter 2 while unselect task filter 1. So when you scroll, only the subcontractor A will appear, and you can scroll here. Here it is written that it's subcontractor A. Next, if you only want to see the columns, since right now we see the whole model, then unselect 5D and only select the 3 columns. So now when we play it, we can only see the 3 columns. So therefore, we use the 5D checkbox to choose which 3D objects to show.
In Fuser 2024, we now have more options for comparison operators in task filters. For this section, we will create 2 task filters. The first is to filter out tasks with a planned total cost that is larger than USD 100,000. The second is to filter out tasks with a planned duration that is greater than 5 days. For the first task filter, click Task Filters. Then under Custom Task Filters, click New. Scroll along the column filter rules until you see planned total cost. Click on the checkbox next to it. Then click on the attribute again to customize the rules. The attribute will be framed in orange. Then under Comparison Operator, choose Greater Than. Type in 100,000 for the column value. Press Enter. Go back to the Task Filter 1 under the Custom Task Filters section and click on the checkbox to activate it. Now only tasks with total costs larger than USD 100,000 are visible. For the second task filter, we will filter out tasks with a planned duration that is greater than 5 days. Disable Task Filter 1 by clicking on the checkbox beside it and then click New to create a new filter. Click Task Filter 2 and scroll up to locate planned duration. Click on the checkbox next to the attribute and make sure that it is framed in orange. Then choose Greater Than for the comparison operator and type in 5 days for the column value. Press Enter. Now mark the checkbox next to Task Filter 2 under the Custom Task Filters section. Tasks that have more than 5 days for their planned duration have been filtered out.
In this video, you will learn about planned versus actual. Fuser is capable of comparing planned and actual schedules to show the project status and highlight the delays on the 4D models. In 4D simulation, you can click on Edit Columns to show the columns for the Simulate Planned and Simulate Actual columns. Here you can see that the primary duration, start and end, as well as the secondary duration, start and end, are selected. That's why it's here. Next part is how to show and compare planned versus actual. So in 4D simulation, click PVA. So now you will see 2 windows, and we can drag this window to the side. So now you have a side-by-side view of planned versus actual. To put the schedule in the middle, you can click this arrow. So it's a separate window. So this is to minimize, maximize, and to put it in the original position, close this. Next part is how to highlight the late and early activities in the 4D models. In 4D simulation, go to Settings, click the plus icon next to Highlight to expand it. If you want to change the color of the early activities, click the paint icon next to PVA Early Difference, then click Change Color, click Green, then click OK. Then if you want to change the late activities to red, then click the paint icon next to PVA Late Difference, then click Change Color, click Red, then click OK. Click the paint icon again to close it, then check the 2 boxes. Then click PVA, move it to the side, and create a side-by-side view of planned and actual. As you can see, there are many late activities in actual. Next part is how to show the planned versus actual in fly-through. So let's close the windows first, then go to more options and search for fly-through, go to construction, then enable planned versus actual. You can click horizontal to show the up and down comparison. It is helpful for linear projects such as railway and road projects. You can click swap position to swap the position of planned and actual. Next is how to change the captions of planned and actual. So we can close fly-through first, then in 4D simulation, go to settings, click the plus icon next to caption overlay options, click use P caption, P stands for planned, then type planned schedule. Then click use A caption, A is actual, then type actual schedule. Then go back to fly-through. Then you will see that the caption is changed, plan schedule, and actual schedule. To see it more clearly, we can click this paint icon, then click black, click OK. Then for the font, we can change it to Arial Bold, then size is 36. Click OK. So I adjusted the angle, and next is how to create a 4D video with plan versus actual schedule. So in the construction timeline, go back to day 1, click the first keyframe, then click the camera icon or append new node. Then go to the last day. Then we want to make it 13 seconds, so go to the keyframe of the 13th second, then click the camera icon, then click preview or pause cinematic. Next part is how to compare different baseline. Each baseline schedule contains 4 sets of durations and dates that can be placed into your simulation columns for 4D analysis. Similar to the schedule, these sets are the planned, actual, starter, end, and remaining. Baseline schedules are not automatically updated by scheduling and can freely break constraint and task relationships regardless of user settings. Baseline data from the scheduling software is automatically populated into your baseline schedules. These baselines need to be assigned to your schedule in order to be viewed in the 4D table. So the baseline settings menu is used to assign, create, and manage baselines in your project. It contains a list of baselines in your project, and baselines in the list can be selected. First step is to go 4D simulation, then click baselines. Since we want to compare baseline 3 and 4, click the drop-down menu under user baseline 1, then change it to baseline 3. Then for user baseline 2, change it to baseline 4. Then we can close this. Here in simulate plan, change it to simulate user baseline 1, and for simulate actual, change it to simulate user baseline 2. To show the comparison of baseline 1 and baseline 2, first go to settings, expand caption overlay options, then disable these two captions. Then click PVA, move the windows to have a side-by-side view, expand the schedule. So here it's written user baseline 1 and user baseline 2. Next part is how to show the simulate actual schedule in the video. So in 4D simulation, let's change this to simulate actual, this one as well. Then go back to fly through. Then in construction, disable plan versus actual. So the 4D video will be generated based on the actual schedule. In this video, you will learn about the 5D cost graph. Fuser allows you to calculate costs with resources, import costs from other software, or edit costs manually. Costs can be used to create graphs or be exported to a spreadsheet with schedule and BIM information to use in other software. Costs appear in the 5D simulation columns and are associated with a particular set of dates that is loaded into either the primary or secondary simulation columns. By default, the costs displayed in the schedule are the budgeted and actual costs of the project schedule. So first is how to load the cost diffuser. The cost data can be exported to XML or Excel format. For XML format, the cost data will be populated automatically. If your cost data is exported in Excel spreadsheet, you can use the column mapping spreadsheet. So in 4D simulation, click load, then select column mapping spreadsheet, click load, go to your lesson 9 training folder, then 9.3 cost, then click schedule with cost, click open. So change the source column to total cost P. P means plan, then change column type to total cost. Then for date type, change it to plan. Then click add column mapping. Then for actual total cost, change it to total cost A. Then column type is total cost, then data type is actual. Then click add column mapping, then click apply. You can close this, and this is the result. Next part is how to show the 5D graph in the 4D simulation. There are two types of graphs, line graph that shows the accumulated costs, and bar graph that show the cost among different periods of time. For example, we want to show the line graph. Click graph in 4D simulation. When you go to settings, expand the graph, then make sure the graph mode is in line graph. The line graph displays the value of various cost metrics with lines over the duration of the selected dates. The show plan value toggles whether the graph displays the planned line, which describes project baseline plan cost spread over the project baseline plan dates. Show at completion value toggles whether the graph displays an additional line describing actual values, except it also includes the remaining cost spread over remaining dates. Show actual value toggles whether the graph displays the actual line, which describes active schedule, actual cost spread over the actual dates. Show earned value toggles whether the graph displays project baseline planned cost multiplied by percentage complete spread over the active schedule, actual dates. Accumulate cost toggles whether costs preceding the start date of the graph are included. Next is how to show the line graph in the 4D video. Go to more options and search for fly through. Go back to day 1 of the construction timeline, then enable toggle graph and plan versus actual. Click the first keyframe, then click the camera icon, then move it to the last day. Click any last keyframe, then click the camera icon. Click preview or pause cinematic. Next is how to use the bar graph to show the planned and actual cost. So we can close fly through, then go back to 4D simulation, go to settings, then select bar graph, then click add data set, change the date type to plan. Then for example, you want to know which week the planned cost is the highest. So here in settings, change the minimum period to week. Then you can also click this paint icon to change it to color red, for example. Click OK. So here the highest week is in September. If you want to compare the planned cost to the actual cost, click add data set, change the date type to actual. Then I can also change this color. Click OK. For units, here the use currency unit toggles whether values are displayed in the unit specified in the settings menu or a custom unit. Unit is prefix, forces the unit to appear in front of the value. The custom unit text box specifies a custom unit to use. Next is how to estimate the cost in Fuser. The resources menu helps the user keep creating and managing resources for your project. You can change the resource type with associated icons in the type column of the resources list. Other columns in the resources list determine what default values are used for calculations when resources are assigned to tasks. After a resource is assigned, these calculations can also be edited on a per task assignment basis and may deviate from the default settings. So in 4D simulation, click resources, then enable automatically fill in cost fields. Then it will ask manually entered cost will be erased. Do you want to continue? Click yes. Then enable automatic category resources. Click the first one, which is the wall, and you will see its resource task. So let's change the unit price of the wall to $500. Double click, type 500, then click enter. Change the unit price of the floor to 600. Then input the other unit prices. Right now we can't see the cost because it's in simulate actual, so change it to simulate plan. Next is how to add the cost to the equipment. So in 4D simulation, let's rename one equipment task to tower crane, double click, then type tower crane, then click enter. Go to more options and search for content library. Search for tower crane, then left mouse click on the thumbnail, then the second one, left mouse click to place it on an area, then press escape when you're done. Then change the hourly rate here to 600, press enter, then click on the tower crane, go to 4D simulation, then click add selection. Click OK. When you scroll to the equipment cost, the cost will appear. Next is how to create new resources. If some resources don't have a 3D model, you can create your own infuser. First step, go to resources, then click new. It will appear at the bottom. Double click to rename it to formwork. Click enter, then change the price to 600. Click enter. To add the formwork resources to the structural wall, in the search box, search wall, then click CIP structural walls, then scroll to the right. You will see the resource column, so click this icon, then click add. Scroll down and you will see the formwork resource. Click on it, then click add. So here, scroll to the right. Then for actual units, double click this and change it to 1. Click enter, then click close. In this video, you will learn about the selection report. To export the data from the 4D models, in 4D simulation, click task report. The task report is accessed from the 4D toolbox. Using the task report, you can create CSV with filtered data. Exported data is compatible with Power BI. The entries in the task report list are in reference to columns in your table. Data in all check columns is exported for tasks that exist within the start and end date of the report. The only show selected checkbox hides unchecked columns. The start date selects the start date of the report. The end date selects the end date of the report, and the export spreadsheet exports the CSV with associated settings. Select the columns to show the family. So let's select name, plan duration, plan start date, plan end date, category, family, family name, family and type, volume, area, and lastly ID. Then click export spreadsheet. Let's rename it to selection report. Then it will be saved as CSV, then click save. So you can go back to your CSV file, then double click. The columns selected are here. In lesson 10.1, you will learn how to show the excavator operation from the operator's view. So we want to copy this dialog. First, make sure that the lesson 10.1 cache file is open from your training folder. Go to more options and search for event trigger. Here, click the drop-down, click dialogs, then click this icon and pick the second multi-selection dialog. Since you only need 2 choices, click delete for choice 3 and 4, which is the last icon. So the title is excavator operation. Click the title, then click this icon. For the message, replace it with excavator operation. Click OK, then to change the color, select the paint icon, then pick color orange. For the second message, we can delete this. For choice 1, click the second icon, type normal view. Click OK. For choice 2, do the same thing, but type excavator view. Then we can drag this to adjust the size. For the background of the whole dialog, click color settings and reduce the background visibility. Click OK. So now we have the dialog template. Next, we want to create a trigger entry so that when we open the cache file, this template will show. Click create and rename this to show the dialog. Double click. Click enter. Event type is initial load event. Action type is toggle custom dialog. Click the drop down and select custom dialog 1. And dialog state is true, meaning this will appear when we open the cache file, and if it's false, it won't appear. Click the red button to enable it. Then click test actions. Next is to create a trigger entry for the 2 choices. Click custom dialog 1, then click normal view. Click the first icon, and you will see them here in interface triggers. For normal view, action type is activate saved view. For saved view, we can go to more options and go to save view. And we can take a snapshot of the current camera view. Let's rename this to normal view. Then go back to event trigger. And when you click the drop down here, you will see normal view, select this, and camera only, select true. Then click the red button to enable it. Then click test actions. Next, for the excavator view, click here, and the action type is mount or unmount camera to vehicle. Go to 4D simulation, and go to this task, go back to event trigger, click the excavator, then click add selected. Then other action type is play construction timeline. Go back to 4D simulation, and notice that the date is May 28, 2020, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Go back to event trigger, and change the start and end date. Change this to 8 a.m., click OK, and change this to May 28 as well. And 5 p.m. Click OK. Click the red button to enable, then click test actions. Thank you for watching the video. In this video, you will learn how to use particle effect. Make sure to open the 10.2 cache file. Go to more options and search for particle spawn. And we want to create a water effect coming out of the host. So click on water sprout. Left mouse click on the ground. Click the end of the water sprout. Then click attach. And attach it to the host. Right mouse click, then click on the end of the water again. Click rotate. And you can focus here on the site view, drag the circle, and you can click on the move tool to put it exactly on the host. Click finish when you're done, and here's the result. Then let's do the same to the other host. Click water sprout, place it here, click on the end, then click attach. Then click on the host, click the end of the water sprout, then drag the arrows to put it exactly on the host. Right mouse click or click finish. Now here's the result. Next is we want to add a dust effect to the excavator, so let's go to 4D simulation first. Then go to the excavator plus truck task. We can play the animation. Then click pause as we want to add a dust effect here. Notice that the time is May 28 at around 11:22. And it will finish around 1 p.m. Go to more options, go back to particle spawn. For dust cloud, left mouse click, then click on this area. Right mouse click to unselect the vehicles, and click on the dust cloud. Now go to 4D simulation to add it to a task. Click the excavator plus truck task, then click create a new temporary task. Right mouse click, and only click the dust. Click add selection. Click the calendar icon to change the start time to 11:30 a.m. and the end time to 1 p.m. Click OK. Then play the animation. Next, we can try to create our own dust cloud. Go to More Options and Particle Spawn. Then click Create. Rename it as Dust. And add an image. Click Preview. Let's lessen the particle growth first. This randomizes the particle's lifespan. This is how fast the particles move. This is the acceleration of the particles. And this scales the particles. This is how fast the particles rotate. We can ignore the color. Alpha is the transparency. Spawn rate is the rate at which particles are spawned. We can click on the dust cloud, and under element properties, click refit, then drag the arrows to move it. Click finish. You can still make further edits. And here is the result. Thank you for watching the video. In lesson 10.3, you will learn about Event Trigger. Event Trigger is one of the key features in Fuser and is used to program your Fuser environment to respond to a wide variety of triggers. 10.3a and b is how to create a template and add text. First step, go to 10.3 Interactive Viewer, then open the 10.3a cache file. So first step, go to More Options, search for Event Trigger. Then to create a dialog, click the arrow next to Open Editors, then click Dialogs. So this is what we want to put, the precast segmental formwork with 5 steps. So click the dialog template, then select this template, the Advanced Multi-Selection dialog. Click step 6, then the delete icon. So now let's put the title. Click on the title here, then click the first icon. Here on the message, type precast segmental formwork. Click OK. Then we can delete this input message. Then for step 1, let's type deliver concrete material. Click choice 1, then the second icon. Title is step 1, message is deliver concrete material. Click OK. Then do the same for the other steps. Click choice 2, rename the message to transport matching segment. Click OK. Then choice 3, change it to concrete pumping. Step 4, change it to move the bridge segment to the truck. Then step 5 is transport the bridge segment to the construction site. And since there's overlap, we can drag this arrow. Then drag the 5 steps as well. And also the title. So here's the result.
In 2023, when moving the buttons around, it is easy to snap the other buttons and the edge of the dialog box. In 2024, you can hold Ctrl and drag the button at the same time to turn off snapping. This allows more precise alignment.
Lesson 10.3c and d will teach you how to change the background and text color and how to edit each individual button. So for the background of the whole template, click the color settings here, and we can change the background options. Click the paint icon, let's change it to black, click OK, then reduce the background visibility. We can also change the color of the border, for example, color yellow, and change the width and the visibility as well. Then click OK. For the title, click on the title, then click this paint icon, the fourth icon, change it to color white, click OK. And for each individual button, click the paint icon again. Let's change the text color and title color to white. Let's change the hover color to color yellow, click OK. Then we can reduce the visibility. Click OK, then do the same thing for each individual step. For step 2, change the color to white, hover color to yellow. You can also change the border, but for our case, we can leave it as it is. Click OK. For step 3, click OK. Step 4, there's also a way to change the text color all at once, so you don't need to click one by one. Here at the side, click Font Settings. Click the paint icon and change it to color white. Click OK. Then for title, do the same thing. And it will all change to white. Click OK. Now here is the result. Lesson 10.3e will teach you how to create a trigger entry. Before that, let's rename this custom dialog 1 to precast segmental formwork. Then let's create a trigger entry to show this dialog. Under the trigger menu, click Create, then rename this to show the dialog. Then for event type, select initial load event, meaning a file will load when you click it. Then the action type is toggle custom dialog. Custom dialog is the precast segmental formwork, and the dialog state is true. Then to enable the trigger entry, click the red button to turn it to green. Then you can click test actions. Now to create a trigger entry for each step, click step 1, click the first icon. So for the first step, deliver concrete material, we want to use saved views and construction timeline. So here action type is activate saved view, and we already have 5 saved views in this cache file. So for the saved view, step 1, test action, so we will go to that view. Then change it to true, so it will happen. And another action type is play construction timeline. And in your training folder, we have a list of the construction timeline for each step. So for deliver concrete material, let's change it to June 30 to August 2. So start date is June 30, end date is August 2. Click OK. Then click the red button to enable it, then test actions. So let's do the same for the other steps. The second step, transport matching segment, action type, activate save view, click step 2, then select true, and then construction timeline, change it to July 2 to July 11. Click OK, then enable, click test actions. Then for step 3, concrete pumping, action type, activate save view, click step 3, change to true, then play construction timeline. The date is July 11 to August 3. Then click to enable and test actions. Then for step 4, move the bridge segment to the truck. Action type, activate saved view, click step 4, then click true. Then play construction timeline. The date is August 3 to August 25. Then enable and test actions. Lastly, for step 5, transport the bridge segment to the construction site. Activate saved view, then click step 5, change it to true, then play construction timeline. The date is August 25 to September 5. Then enable and test action. Now here's the result. In Lesson 10.4, you will learn how to create a trigger entry to play a video. Lesson 10.4a is how to create a custom dialog. So we want to create a dialog wherein you have the option to turn on or off the TV, go to more options, search for event trigger, then here, click dialogs, then click create text box, type do you want to play the video, then click create, then you can drag, click the second icon, and let's change it to size 20, then click add button, the message is yes, click create, click add button again, then type no. So here's the dialog. Next, let's change the color. Click color settings. Then click the paint icon here. Change it to black. Then reduce the visibility. Click the title, then the paint icon. Change it to white. Do the same thing for the buttons. Change the text color. Next, let's put an avatar here. So go to navigation controls, then click avatar control and enable avatar visibility. Then let's go back to event trigger. And we want to make the dialog show when the avatar comes near the TV and disappear when the avatar goes away from the TV. Then now we can create a trigger to show the dialog. In trigger menu, click create, then rename it to show the dialog. Then for event type, choose object proximity. Then for object 1, click the drop down, then click avatar. Then for object number 2, let's pick the TV. So click on the TV, then click add selected. Then for radius, we want to make it 2 meters. Then proximity type is enter the range. Then for action type, pick toggle custom dialog. Then custom dialog 1, dialog state is true. So this means that when the avatar is 2 meters close to the TV, the dialog will show. Now we can click on the red button to enable it, then test actions. So for example, I move the avatar away, and then we come close, the dialog will show. Then next, let's create an event trigger to hide the dialog. Click create, then rename it to hide the dialog. Then event type is object proximity. Then object number 1 is the avatar. For object number 2, click the TV, then click add selected, and the radius is 2 meters as well. Then proximity type is leave the range. Then action type is toggle custom dialog. Then pick the custom dialog 1, and dialog state is false. Meaning if the avatar is 2 meters away from the TV, the custom dialog will disappear. Then click the red button to enable it. So for example now, the avatar is near the TV. When I move away, the dialog will disappear. In lesson 10.4b, you will learn how to add video and music to the TV. So first, let's go to navigation controls, and we can switch to free camera control, and disable avatar visibility. Then let's zoom in on the TV. Now let's go to 2D media. Then click create. Then place the red box at the edge of the screen. Then click. Then move your mouse. Then click when it fits the screen. Then in your training folder, go to 10.4a. Then select this video. So next, click on the border of the TV. Then here under Element Properties, click the sound source to turn it on. Then load wave file. Then select the audio, so the sound will play. In Lesson 10.4c, you will learn how to enable buttons on the dialog. So first, click the navigation controls. Select Avatar Control, then Avatar Visibility. Next, go to Event Trigger. Then click Custom Dialog 1. Click Yes, then the first icon, the red button. For the action type of the Yes button, select Play Object Sound. Then click on the TV. For now, the sound is off, but you can turn it on here. Then click Add Selected. Sound type is True, meaning when you click on Yes, the sound will turn on. Next action type is the Object Visibility. So for the object, click on the video, click Add Selected, then Visibility is True. Then click the red button to enable it. Next, click Test Actions. For now, I turn the sound off again. Then for No, the action type is first, Play Object Sound, click on the TV again, click Add Selected, and sound type is False, meaning when you click No, the sound will turn off. Next action type is Object Visibility. Click on the video again, then click Add Selected. Visibility is false, click the red button to enable it, then click Test Actions. So the video and the sound will turn off. For example, let's turn on the sound. Then it will turn off when I click Test Actions. Let's close Event Trigger, so we can test the buttons. I will click Yes, then No after.
For this section, we will create an event trigger to show your logo when opening a cache file. First, open Fuser without a cache file and close the Fuser project panel. Locate the event trigger menu. Select Dialogs from the drop-down menu at the bottom right. Click the camera icon from the submenu to add an image. Click the landscape icon to import an image. Choose fuserlogo.png. After clicking Create, the logo is imported into the dialog box. You can drag the handles to reposition and rescale it. Click on Creating the Trigger menu to generate a new trigger entry. Select Initial Load Event for the event type. Select Toggle Custom Dialog for action type. Then select Custom Dialog 1 from the Custom Dialog drop-down list. The dialog state will be set to True. Click on the red button to enable the event and click Test Actions button to preview the effect. We will save the project as a template cache file. Select Yes. To apply the template in our projects, load the saved project while the template file is open. In this case, we will open the file from the last section. Click Save As to save the scene with the splash screen template. It will pop up every time the file is opened. This is the result.
Welcome to 10.6 training video on how to use the fly-through trigger that is available in Fuser Virtual Design Construction 2025. The fly-through trigger is a powerful tool that allows you to create engaging project reviews on the 4D construction sequence and method statements. In this video, we will guide you step by step on how to effectively use the fly-through trigger. To begin, the video will demonstrate how to create and customize a dialog box, including changing titles, descriptions, and text on the buttons. Next, we will illustrate how to modify visual elements such as colors, backgrounds, and fonts of the dialog for a more appealing presentation. Afterward, the video will explain how to define the action type for each button of the dialog using the interface trigger. Subsequently, we will create a trigger entry to show the dialog. Finally, we will share how to generate a 4D viewer with the fly-through trigger. For this video, we will be using the file named 10.6a fly-through trigger cache file located in the 10.6a cache file folder. Double-click 10.6a fly-through trigger cache file to open it in Fuser 2025. Before we begin, make sure you have a cache file with a pre-made fly-through. Next, go to More Options and search for Event Trigger. Click on Event Trigger app. Click on the drop-down menu icon next to the Open Editors and select Dialogs. You can either create a dialog manually or use the dialog templates. Then select Multi-Selection Dialog, click on Dialog Template, button to close the dialog template. To change the heading, click on the title and then select the first icon in the upper right corner. Rename the title to 4D Sequence and press OK. Then input the descriptions of the dialog to click the buttons to review different stages of the project. Next, rename the text on the 4 buttons. Click on Choice 1, then click on the pen icon. Click Backspace button to clear the text and enter Excavation 1. And press OK. Repeat the same steps for the remaining buttons. For Choice 2, enter Construction. For Choice 3, enter Excavation 2. To change the colors, click on the color settings and then select the color palette icon. Change the background color to orange and press OK. To decrease the background visibility, find the slider next to the background visibility option and drag it to the left to reduce the visibility. To change the border color, click the button next to the border option and select white. Then, adjust the slider under the border option to the right to set the desired visibility and press OK. Next, select the Excavation 1 button and click on the color palette icon to change the hover color for the dialog box to purple, then press OK. Repeat these steps for the remaining buttons. Select the Excavation 1 button. Click the drop-down list icon next to the action type. Select Fly-Through Playback, which allows you to play a fly-through video between a period of time. Set the start time to 1 second and the end time to 7 seconds. This refers to play the fly-through video from the 1st second to the 7th seconds. Activate the trigger by clicking the red button. You can preview the effect by clicking on Test Action. Select the Construction button.
Set the start time to 15 seconds and the end time to 18 seconds. Activate the trigger by clicking the red button. Select the Excavation 2 button. Set the start time to 8 seconds and the end time to 14 seconds. Activate the trigger by clicking the red button. Select the Fly-Through button. Set the start time to 19 seconds and the end time to 21 seconds. Activate the trigger by clicking the red button. Click Create to create a new trigger and rename Trigger Entry 06 to show the dialogues. Select Initial Load Event for the event type and choose Toggle Custom Dialog for the action type. Select Custom Dialog for the custom dialog and select True for the dialog state to display the dialog. Activate the trigger by clicking the red button. If you want to change the position of the dialog box, you can left-click the dialog box and drag it to another position. Please make sure to do this before you save the JPEG file and export the viewer. If your client does not have Fuser, you can generate a free viewer for them to review the 4D sequence. Go to More option and select Viewer Generation. Click Choose Splash to select an image splash that will display while the viewer loads. Check the box labeled Show Construction Timeline to include the timelines in the viewer. Click Create Viewer, choose a location to save the viewer, and press Enter. The viewer will be generated. Once you close the Fuser cache file, you can double-click to open the Fuser viewer. Click Run to confirm. Next, click Allow Access. Once the loading is completed, the viewer will open, showcasing your projects with the dialog. You can click on different buttons to preview the effect.